welcome to Storytime. This week, we're gonna get into the Christmas spirit with a story called The Christmas Spirit, a trilogy by Will Eisner. This is from the Parkchester Review, Tuesday, December 30th, 1941. This was what was called the Spirit section. The Spirit was a comic character created by Will Eisner, one of the greats of the comics medium. Although this is dated Tuesday, December 30th, 1941, the Spirit section ran usually in the Sunday Funnies in most papers. And so that would have been December 28th, Sunday, December 28th, 1941. Here it is, the comic book section, action, mystery, suspense, The Christmas Spirit, a trilogy by Will Eisner. This was also colored by Joe Kubert, who would become quite a famous comic artist as well. And so it was on Christmas, when the boom of distant cannon mingled with the church bells, that there came out of the east 3 wise men to a city called Bethlehem. Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. We make the finest steel for the finest guns. Ah, this is what we're looking for. Hobo jungle across the river. Cops not welcome. And whereupon they entered and besought the king. Yeah, I'm the king of this hobo jungle. You? Yeah, any objections, Bindlestiff? Why, you ought to be home hanging up your socks, kid. Baloney. Don't give me that kid stuff. Besides, I wouldn't get a heck of a lot having only one sock. And lo, when they had seen the hardness of this king, they unfolded to him 3 tales, whereof they besought him to think upon and reform his ways. First Tramp's Tale. It was the last Christmas when me and another hobo I met was waiting to hop a train that was coalin' in Tanktown stop. Suddenly, a light in the Pullman caught me eye. I walked toward it. I don't know why, as if drawn by an invisible force. Oh, hi, hello, Merry Christmas. It's pretty cold riding the rods. Have a bite. Here. Thanks, but... Nonsense, lad. Yuletide. Ho, ho, ho. Bang! What's wrong, conductor? This tramp just killed a brakeman. Good grief. If I'd have stayed out there 1 minute longer, I'd have been arrested too. Yeah. A miracle you came in when you did. Well, Santa, you've given me quite a Christmas gift, my life. Ho, 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 ho. I've made a good start. I'm on my way to Hayes Department Store in Central City. I'm a hobo too. I just got this job for Christmas. I'm Santa in the toy department. Second Tramp's Tale. One Yuletide, I was stumbling through the Rio Grande country, and it warn't like the kind of Christmas you see on nickel cods. No, sir, it was hot, and the alkali dust made my 6 weeks beard snow white. Hi, old timer, want a lift? Sure, where you going, parson? To a kid's dying. He's from up north where they got snow. Poor kid. Reckon if I die, I'd like to do it in my own range. Say, how'd you like to do him a favor? Why, sure. And so, next thing you know, I'm coming to see the dying kid dressed as Santa Claus. Merry Christmas, Johnny! Santa Claus, gosh! And for being good, here's a gift for you. Golly gosh, all for me? Reckon I'm the luckiest kid alive. Alive? Did you hear what he said, Doctor? Yeah, say, his fever's dropping. Ma Harlan, your boy's gonna get well. A miracle if I ever seed un. At that moment, I just remembered that I'd done a heap of cattle rustling in this country. They never noticed me or found out who I was, which is better for both parties concerned, I reckon. Wanted cattle rustling. Third Tramp's Tale. In a land where Christmas had long ago been abolished, there lived a powerful emperor who had many armies and conquered many cities. Well, one Christmas, Angroff, the emperor, marched into the ancient city of Hammelburg with his victorious legions. And even though the snow fell heavily, his agents made the people line the streets to watch the victory march of their conquerors. And as was his habit, he distributed flowers to his captives. This time a child's face caught his eye, and he leaned over. And to even his own astonishment, he kissed her on the cheek. Oh, oh! And that night, and please, Santa, even if you can't bring one to us, bring a gift to that kind man who kissed me and gave me a flower. And so, later, in the palace occupied by Angroff, but Highness, if we take the people's food for the army, let the people starve. I must conquer. Pah, fools! I am Angroff. I am destined to rule. Merry Christmas, Hansel Angroff. Ho, ho, ho. Do you know who I am? Pah! You are a myth. Is that so? Ho, ho, ho. Hardly expected to find you on my list this year. Ha, 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 ha. Now, what is it you wanted all your life, Hansel? Power, armies, glory, victory. That isn't what your letter asked for me 50 years ago. Ho, ho. Merry Christmas, Hansel. Ho, ho, ho. Bah! This is a trick. A bomb. Guards! Guards! Arrest this saboteur! Have him shot and remove this bomb before it goes off. It will take more than a Santa Claus trick to kill Angroff the wolf. Bang! Pardon, Excellency. Yes? The bomb, sir. It wasn't a bomb. It was a simple violin. A fiddle, sir. Only a fiddle. Ha ha. How did he know I wanted... As a child, I wanted to be a street fiddler like my father. He plays the music of the fiddle. That man! Guard! Stop the execution! Do not shoot the old fellow! But, sir, didn't you hear us? We have already shot him. What have I done? I've killed Santa Claus. And that midnight, Angroff disappeared. No one had seen him go. No one knew where he had gone. Angroff the wolf had vanished. With Angroff gone, the tyranny crumbled and freedom was restored. With it, of course, returned Christmas. And in the palace square each Yule there appeared an old fiddler who played to midnight, then disappeared. Ha ha! Say, Axel, doesn't that look like the tyrant Angroff? Fantastic! Angroff was cruel. He is jolly and kind. Ha ha ha! And having finished their tale, the three wise men looked upon the king for a sign. And lo, he's asleep. Well, I'll be. Say, I've got an idea. Let's hang up his stocking like rich kids do. Thump, thump. There. I'll wager we can reform this kid. If he got a Christmas present. He's lonely, that's all. A very noble enterprise, chum. But what about dough? Mine is, all tied up at present. Investments, you know. I'll do it. I have a way. Wait here. I'll get the dough. I wonder how he'll get it. Who is he, anyhow? Dunno. Just picked him up near Scranton. A queer yick, if you ask me. Let's follow him. And he played his fiddle. This has been Story Time. Merry Christmas.